Hello, this is Gerald Tuavalas. I realized that when people have this image that I repeated already a couple of times, too often, when they have that also too fixed in their minds to have the visualization, uh, use it as a visualization where to put the letters, how we orientate the letters. And basically, they are points into one center point, two center points, or three center points, but also with a certain distance that comes to it. But that could be confusing because when you, for instance, take the word shoe, you have the letter S, which is then the far away distance that you have there in the number three there, and that can be confusing because that in this case it doesn't fit. It is, and there's a reason why it doesn't fit, because it is a concept of, this is a global concept of the one, two, three differences, and the differences come to. I have a certain reference frame, but you have to use it slightly different in the understanding of shoe, and then I will explain how the three categories of the three times three positions of letters that are available as a structure to organize all the letters upon, how they should be used and how they should be associated in its full range. And of course, what is in one center is also the things that are close by or that immediately are objective, that I can use immediately as my objective, while while you have center points or when you use two center points, it's all about changeable things, about moving things, and you find them in the environment. While the third category is it's not just the far away, but it's also, it comes into the general rules, it comes into the global rules in which you can find the position where you can establish or find a way to put the thing that you name into the right position in time and space. And so that's the global thing. So when the shoe starts with S, we have to figure out why is this S then, because it's not, we don't start with the shoe what is quite far away. So how should we see that? And the three regions are also more the concept. The concept itself is like we have a direct object which is not due to change, which is directly available for us. The second category is what is only available through action, let's say, through changes. And the third category is actually which is only available or gives it a meaning through interaction. Because that's it. It's that point, it's that arrow, or that double arrow in a way, because you have your own thing or you want to do with it, and you have an interaction, and it can't be without it. And that's more the concept that you need. So let's have the first idea which I emphasize very much. We have that close by thing. You have that thing that is away, so you move towards it, or which is far away. And that concept is about the focus. So you focus upon something which you take a distance from yourself mentally, conceptually, and that's another way to work with it. The first category of the first 9 letters is that you yourself decide what you want to do with it. The second category is like you move towards something else, you deal with what is different, you deal just like you deal with your environment, what is further away from you already in the environment, like you deal with someone else, with a second opinion, with a second condition. While the third category is like you have not just me, you have like people, you have conditions, you have the full context always in the subject what it is. So you have the surroundings, you have the general conditions, you have all the people, and also it is that not just that far away. You deal with the rules. You deal with something that everybody deals with it, and you deal with it. Everybody deals with these things. You have a surrounding context, and you come to general conditions. So far you can't use it for Shu yet, but I will come to that. So S is that influence, if you look into the scheme, that comes to you. So it's that feedback system that comes to you. And it also is reflected from how it comes to you, how this reflection is adapted and how it is reflected into these general conditions. So far, it's difficult to make up what it is, but Shu is also a combined letter. It's not just S, not just its influence and its reflection. It really emphasizes the frame. The H is that frame. All the last 9 positions in the last category are about framing. So the first 9 letters were about points. The next 9 letters were about directions. The last one is feedback directions. You have to deal with it as well. And in fact, interactions with feedback. And there you need a framing for it. You need to find the frame through interaction. Where is the frame? So it is as if you have an interaction and you see, okay, where does it work? Where does this work? So here is it. Where does this reflection, in a way, works into this area? And we have the area. It's that area in between. So also this in between zone where it is viable, where you can sense this influence, this reflection. It's that communicative area, the H, and because of this framing, you also have not just the far away distance in a way, or a certain distance, a distance towards something general. It's also like a framed shell, actually, this shell in which it works, the condition where the conditions works. And S very often is also about that shell, that outer shell. So the frame itself, you can't see, okay, where do I have my frame? It's a frame where I where I will put something in it. Of course, it will be that as well. And what will be put in it? It's the O and the A. The O general is the move towards, and towards something which is new, which is highlighted from O and A alone. It's a move towards something that is change and so on. So from my point of view, it's just to move forward towards something else, towards the other, and so on. But it starts, of course, from Sh, not from me. So I have to move my focus of moving towards the other, a bit further away. So I have this, I start from S, from Sh, from that point of view, where I have a certain influence before I will move it forward, and then I will have a reflection, I move it forward, and there I can reach the new point, the new changed here it is about the changed position that I can put there as well. That was about the frame of focus, but if you would focus just upon the form itself, it also fits, but you have to leave out a whole reflection of like I see to you and to the general rule. I'll just build up S and H, the frame. I will build up the frame with that influence that comes in, with O to A, so it is a movement to a highlight that comes out. Within H, also within a certain space where that shoe fits as well, with this outer shell that you have. So you have a movement, that highlight, you have that frame, and that outer effect that comes in it. together, if we would use it together, okay, we have that object frame, and this which is actually like our concept. The last frame is also about, let's find out the concept which we can use, where we can put the frame on it. Here's the frame. We can already recognize a certain shoe, and then and this S then is is the form surrounded in it, where I will put something in it, and of course I will move also to the other. It's still the same thing. I will move into one go, into one sound, not O and E, but into one sound. I will move and make a change towards somewhere else, towards, if I also reflect it to the world and to the persons, I move towards the other, towards somewhere else. So, and that's actually enough to understand the word shoe. I will go next to shy as well, because it also starts from sh, and then we will also understand how it will use the same kind of letters as a starting point and where we go from there. There's some books to prepare you, some web page with previous videos. Thanks again for watching. Bye.